So, apparently, according to Murad Morelli, because I was just over at his YouTube channel, and everybody's talking about Nostradamus's predictions about the British monarchy, King Charles, Prince Harry, and so on and so forth. I had referenced that in one of the videos I made about Harry becoming the next king of England. I don't remember which one because I make so many videos in any given day that I don't even know where to find it. But I didn't realize that everybody else was, in on the thought as well that Nostradamus had predicted some, you know, craziness with the British monarchy, and one being that King Charles will abdicate, right? And apparently, he also correctly predicted Queen Elizabeth's death and her age, right? And he predicted that, someone who was not expected to become king will become king. And everyone is now surmising, like I have been for some time, that person is Harry. Do I think King Charles will abdicate? I think he's going to do everything in his power not to have to abdicate. And I think that his wife Camilla will be by his side to make sure that he sticks it out as long as possible, because I think she likes being queen and she does not want to give that up anytime soon. But I do think that if his cancer is aggressive and it's worse than they have disclosed, which is possible given their history of lies and just cover-ups and innuendos and misinformation, um, then it could be that, with despite his best efforts, that he may not be able to go on. I mean, he may not die necessarily anytime soon, but he could be just so very debilitated that he can't even meet with the prime minister or do any of those other ministerial duties that is expected of him as the monarch. He could still try to hang on to the monarchy despite this. I mean, maybe appoint Camilla as a regent. She is a co-monarch. And, so he could get away with it. Nostradamus could have been wrong. But even so, he's going to, everyone's going to have to get past William. And William has made it clear that he intends to be the next king as soon as possible. The article in Tatler, which is coming out in May, makes that very clear. I mean, he's aggressive about it. He intends to ascend the throne, even if he has to do it without his wife. And, he intends to change a lot of things. Apparently, he's promised to, do away with this whole Church of England connection to the monarchy. He has made comparisons between himself and his father. His father apparently is very sort of caught up in the minutiae, and he has a lot of patronages, whereas William wants to streamline everything, do a lot of different types of projects, maybe bigger projects, but fewer projects than his father gets involved in, and so on and so forth. So he's sort of like, he's trying to cast himself in a certain light as compared to his father. And it's not the Tatler article is not the first time, right? He really seems to be aggressively jockeying to get into position into that throne as quickly as possible. And unfortunately, despite his best efforts, King Charles may not be able to hold him off. I mean, if his health continues to deteriorate despite his best efforts, which could happen, And William's absence from his wife's side suggests that, look, I mean, he's going solo, if necessary, and he's not letting anybody or anything hold him back. So, Nostradamus, apparently he made over 900 predictions, and some of them came true and some of them did not come true. So people are saying, it was just a man who had some lucky guesses, but not everything he predicted came true. And so they're saying that his predictions for the British monarchy could very well turn out to be nonsense. But according to Nostradamus, 2024 is supposed to be a very decisive year for the British monarchy, and he says that Prince Charles, if not abdicate, could be forced out of office, which could happen. The Parliament could say, I mean, even if he's trying to hang on, that, he has to abdicate if he cannot, execute his duties as king. Even if Camilla is there and she's willing to do it, they may say no. So, it's drama, drama, drama. One has to sort of just keep an eye on it and not necessarily allow it to monopolize one's time 100%. But this is definitely a very interesting period historically for the British monarchy, and everybody's talking about it. Like I said, I was just on Murad Morali's YouTube channel. He was talking about it. I spoke about it, I would say, a couple of weeks ago in one of my Harry will be the next King of England videos, not realizing that, yeah, everybody thinks the same as I do. They get the same vibe. It's a strong vibe, you know. So anyway, that's all for this one. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.